Hey, what's up? It's AP Experiment. We're back at it again with some XDefiant. Now, as I said in my last video, I am going to be trying to do more ranked games, not just for myself, but for the channel, as I prepare and get headed, as we get headed to season 1 of the game releasing, which I believe is in another 2 weeks, as of this point. So yeah, I said, I'm just playing a lot more ranked, just kind of getting myself in the mode. I am playing around with all of my builds, so if you have any build suggestions as far as guns go for the MDR, for the M4 or the M16, as those are going to be the guns that I'm going to try to at least finish those before season 1 starts, as far as getting them to the point where I have all of their attachments. Drop those builds into the chat. I am going to be looking on throughout YouTube as well. Definitely something I'm going to be looking into, but this was actually one of the closer games I had as far as ranked goes. Normally my ranked games are very pendulum, very one-sided, whether it be the other team being either a 4-stack or people who came in as duels or something like that, and they're a lot more organized, so they pretty much get us out of the way quickly. Or it will be, that I will have a team that seems to be really on the objective and pushing it, and we'll kind of, push things one way or the other. But this actually seems like a very, very balanced game as far as the amount of people who wanted to play the objective, the amount of people who were pushing the objective. Seems like everybody was really objective focused in this one, which is something that I haven't seen in too many matches, whether it be casual or the ranked trial. As I mentioned in my last video, this is the ranked trial playlist. A rank for the game doesn't officially come out until season 1 comes out, which should be in another week, another 2 weeks or so. But I do want to get into the pattern of playing it, as I plan to heavily grind ranked and trying to push myself as far as my competitive skill and my overall skill in the game as much as possible. I really do enjoy the ranked grind. I again am a casual at getting like gold in pretty much every game, which I understand is not impressive by any means, but as someone who literally solo queues and does it all on my own for the most part without really squatting up, I have to give myself a bigger pat on the back, because it is difficult dealing with different people who are playing different ways, people who are not communicating, because 9 times out of 10 no one really communicates in game. It's not really something that commonly happens, at least not anymore. Every now and again I'll get teammates who are communicating, but it is a very rare thing. Most people are unfocused. Most people are in rank to try to like farm lobbies or do weird challenges. There's not really a lot of focus. I like how this guy really tried to knock the spider off my face. That was actually very nice of him. It would have been a little bit better if he would have just shot. But I understand not really wanting to waste ammo in that manner. But it really is just easier to shoot the bot than it is to punch it. That is what I figured out. I also figured out that when it's on your face, if you pull the trigger, you can somehow shoot it off your own face, which is kind of cool. I didn't realize that beforehand. A lot of the times I was just standing still, not realizing that I could really fire my own gun and get it off. But as you can see here, I really spent a lot of the time just challenging the objective. Even if I wasn't successful and they pretty much shut me out, I like the idea of just challenging and getting in there. This is kind of just my play style of pushing the pace and fighting the opponent in every way possible. I shout out to YouTube for teaching me that can be shot through. I know that guy was probably pissed. But yeah, that is definitely something that you can shoot through. I really enjoy knowing that little gamer tip from having watched multiple videos and streams. But yeah, I will be kind of push the pace and push my own limits as far as how good I can do in the game by literally just playing the ranked trial, playing the actual ranked game mode when it comes out. Again, the casual playlist has no SBMM, SBMMM. Jesus, I really can't say that. Why is that like a tongue twister to me? SBMM is non-existent in the casual playlist. That is the way that the developers have set it up. However, the ranked play will have a more strict way of setting up the lobbies that is more skill-based matchmaking, and I'm perfectly okay with that. Again, I played COD for God knows how long, so I don't really care anymore. And I'm actually excited for the ranked run, which is surprising to me because normally I actually kind of dread it, but I actually very much am excited for the ranked run for this because I finally have a game that I enjoy on a level that ranked actually sounds enjoyable to me. I got the same type of feeling when I first started playing Siege, but I was so bad at Siege, and Siege had such a large skill gap as I got into it basically 2 years in. I was already basically so late to the party that it really didn't matter. I would have to play mind-numbing hours to basically get into it at that point. So I really just didn't have it in me at that point in time to get into Rainbow Six Siege. I really should have made a better push there. So I'm happy that I've gotten to this game not only on time but a slightly early, as I did get into some of the pre-alpha sessions. So I have known a lot about this game and the ways that it's changed over the years, even prior to its full release. So I really am excited and happy for this game. I can't wait to see what else comes. I cannot wait to play with the new guns, even though there is that weird thing where people are, obviously complaining that the sawed-off shotgun is its own gun in this game rather than being an attachment of the double barrel, which I thought was a very interesting choice, but I do feel like I understand it. I really am still using Echelon ult terribly. Like every time I use that, I literally either get 1 kill or no kills. I feel like it still pings the enemy though for my teammates, which is very helpful, but other than that, I am pretty much using it abysmally. I have seen some great people, I've seen greater players than myself use it very, very usefully. That's how Scump got his 100 gameplay, where he pretty much torched an entire lobby for like 106 kills. He was playing as the Echelon faction and using the Echelon ultra move to its utmost peak. It was very, very beautiful to watch. If you have the time, you should probably definitely go watch that. But yeah, I was kind of just doing all that I could to just try to push the pace, get the objective time. That's really just the way that I play. It doesn't matter which game mode it is, I really love to push the objective. It's really my thing. So in most cases, on most teams in which I'm not really getting torched, I'm normally going for capture time or objective time over anything else. I do, of course, want to get my gun skill better, but I feel like if you're not coming, if the enemy team is not coming for the objective, which is what they should be coming for, then there's no point in me chasing out the kills. It's pretty much pointless at that point, because I really would rather get the win than get multiple kills or high kill gameplays. Even though those are very entertaining and those are very good, I would just rather get the wins myself. And I feel that, and I have the feeling that if this ranked is anything like the Call of Duty ranked, it's going to be win based. So it's not like it's gonna matter who has the most kills in this, that, and the third. It's literally gonna come down to, team skill, quote unquote, rather than solo skill. So for someone who's like me, who's really gonna be solo queuing, it's gonna be more important for me to get the wins. I probably will be more tunnel visioned as far as that goes, especially once they add the bomb mode, which is supposed to be their one life mode or their S&D quote unquote type mode. That's probably when I will start having a more slowed down experience when I'm playing that specific game mode, as that is a basically slay out or play the objective game mode. In that instance, I probably will slow down, but other than that, I will continue with my crash out respawn playstyle. I don't really care. It's just the way that I love to play. I would rather push the pace and force the enemy team to constantly think about the objective, then to play off of the objective to try to gain multiple kills. As you can see, we had a good lead for the majority of this game, but slight spoiler, they are going to make a crazy comeback that is definitely going to push the pace, and I really love how they came together as a team. It's actually very cool how they came together, because it looked like they were playing very separate from each other. They were playing obviously to the objective, which was good, but they were very much not really playing off of each other, but playing like against each other. It looked like they were racing to the kills more than they were racing to the objective. But when we got toward the end, we really started to see them kind of come together as a team, play better angles. People who wanted to play off and play for the kills, they played off. People who wanted to play on were playing on heavily. I believe they had 2 or 3 Phantoms on their team, so that definitely played to their favor. But they were definitely torturing us toward this end part. I believe we also lost a teammate along the way, so we ended up playing a 3v4, which was somewhat tortured. But yeah, like it came down at the end to literally us trying to just have to kind of force them out, and you know, it bit us in our hind parts. We pretty much tried to hold out. It was a very interesting thing. Again, we didn't let it go by any means. We definitely pushed the pace, but the fact that we were basically, I think we were 1 echelon, 1 phantom, 1 echelon, 1 phantom, and then someone was playing dead set. So you know, it didn't really work out well, as far as they had pretty much a lot of ways to protect themselves on the objective versus us, who were basically trying to get in there. So it did come out to a close loss. We ended up losing that one, but it felt good as far as how it was. I felt like this was closer to the experience I'm probably going to get in a lot of my games, where even the people who are really trying to slay out are going to be trying to play the objective a lot closer and get the win there. So yeah, I had 151 capture time, which was the most in the entire game. It's been AP Experiment. Catch you in the next one.